Assalamu alaikum dear student. Today we are going to talk about our next topic, the neuroanatomy, in which we are going to talk about the coordination and control. So students, firstly we are going to talk about what is coordination. So coordination means to integrate among different parts of the body and give a response to changes. What is changes? Stimuli. So coordination is the ability of a body which integrate among different parts of the body and give a response to changes occurring in its external and also its internal environment. Like if someone beat you, so if someone touch you, so your brain will order you that someone have touched you, so you have to respond it and go from that place. So coordination is the ability of a body to give a response to go from that place. There are two types of coordination occurring inside our body. These are nervous coordination and chemical coordination. Nervous coordination is related to its name, nervous. So nervous is contain our nerve system, which is our central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. So this type of coordination is performed through our nervous system, while the chemical coordination is performed through the action of several chemicals which are called hormones, which are present and inside our body. But no one talk here that the nervous coordination is faster than the chemical coordination. So now we are only focusing about nervous coordination, not the chemical coordination. We will study about chemical coordination in later lectures. Human nervous system. Nervous coordination contains the human nervous system, which is human nervous system can be divided into two parts: central nervous system, or we can say it is a CNS, central nervous system, and second is the peripheral nervous system, which is called PNS. The central nervous system can be divided into two parts, which is one is brain, which is present in our skull, head part, and second is the spinal cord, which is present in our vertebral column. The peripheral nervous system is consist of nerves which move throughout our body, which are consist of sensory and motor neuron, which carry the impulse from our central nervous system to our every parts of the body. Assalamu alaikum students. In previous lecture we saw about our forebrain. Now we are going to talk about our next parts of the brain, which is the hindbrain. So let's talk. You can see here this whole green portion is our hindbrain. From this in these three parts, our hindbrain, it consists of three parts: the cerebellum, which is this portion, this is cerebellum, and medulla oblongata, which is this portion, and the pons, which is this like O-like structure. So let's come about firstly about the cerebellum. In cerebellum, the out part of the cerebellum is consist of white matter. The cortex part is the white matter. You can you know already know about the white matter. It consists of the axons of the neurons, and like these are the neurons. So the cell bodies are present in medulla, while the axons are present in cortex part of the cerebellum. Okay, so let's talk about its function. Cerebellum control posture, balance and locomotion of our body. Second, coordinate voluntary movement of our body, like we are going on our path, so we don't fall on each other left side or right side, we go straight. So it is the control of cerebellum on our body, so it maintain a balance. It is involved in learning and memory storage, like the cerebrum. It order mostly to smooth muscles to produce accurate movement, like in our body the smooth muscles like our hands, limbs, and our legs, these are the smooth muscles, so it order it to move. So It is well developed in birds due to their higher flight. So in the birds, the cerebellum is well developed because they fly higher in air, so it is well developed in them. Okay, our next parts of the hindbrain is the medulla oblongata. So this is the medulla oblongata. It is on the border of the brain and the spinal cord. Okay, so it controls some involuntary actions like it works as a highway between brain and body. Work as a highway. The impulse is coming from lower body, from the spinal cord side to the brain, and then the impulse coming from the brain toward the spinal cord. So it work as a highway. Okay. Next is the control many reflex actions like heartbeat, blood pressure, respiration. Okay, these are the reflex actions which are not in our own order. It is the in the order of our medulla oblongata, which it occur very suddenly. Control coughing, our sneezing, our swallowing of bolus. Okay, vomiting, digestion. It also control movement of alimentary canal. What is alimentary canal? Or the movement of our food in our esophagus and the stomach and the intestines. These the alimentary canal. So it is not in our own control. It is, these are the reflex action which are controlled by our medulla oblongata. So if we try to control them, so we cannot control these. These are the treasures of the nature which we cannot control this. Okay. Third is the pons. Pons, this O-like structure. You can see here, focus here. This portion, okay, this is our pons, which is present in our hindbrain. It also works as an important worker in our brain. Okay, mostly made of white matter. So this is the pons. So it is mostly made of white matter because the neurons are present like this. So it is made of white matter. Okay, also a pleasant transition between sleep and awakeness. So if we are if we are sleeping, if you are awake, so our phones is working. Okay, it regulate rate of breathing. So like this is my pons. Okay, my pons, and these are my lungs. Okay, this is the cage, rib cage. Okay, so these are the neurons which touch the pons with the rib cage. So these neurons touch the pons with the rib cage, which help the rib cage to move up and down in order to help in breathing. Okay, so the pons working in our sleeping time also, because we are able to breathe during sleeping because due to our healthy pons. Okay, regulate eye movement. So our eye movement is due to the pons. It is also a reflex action. So you can also say that pons is also a controller of our reflex actions. Now let's talk about the last part of the brain, the midbrain. It is consist of some nucleic cells. So let's talk about structure. Firstly, structure. Out part is made of gray matter. So I draw a structure there. Is the midbrain is like this. So I will draw this like, okay. So the outer part is made of gray matter. So this is gray matter because it consists the axons of neurons. Okay, like this, and it consists the cell bodies of the neuron, and the other part is the white matter. Okay, because it consists the axons of the neuron. Okay. Function. It consists of nerve fibers which pass stimuli from hind to forebrain. It also works as a is a passer which pass the stimuli from the hindbrain to the forebrain and from the forebrain to the hindbrain. Okay, it also control auditory relay center. So firstly I will take this diagram as like this. Focus here. It consists of four types of cells. The superior two are called superior colliculi. These two are called the superior colliculi. I have drawn it from this. Okay, superior colliculi and the inferior are called the inferior colliculi. Okay, these two. So these two control our visual behavior. Okay, our eye picture, our eye movement. Okay, it involve in picturing through eye. Okay, it control our auditory behavior. Okay, it is involved in seeing, and it is involved in listening. Okay, so it is also control auditory relay center. So the inferior colliculi control the auditory relay center. Okay, it has to control reflex movement of eye. So the superior colliculi control the movement, reflex movement of eye. The fourth, its gramator helps cerebellum for control muscular activities. So its gramator, the out part, helps the cerebellum. So this is its out part. Okay, this out part, it helps the cerebellum to control the muscular activities. Okay, so this was the brain. So we talk about its three parts: the midbrain, forebrain, and hindbrain. So this is the large portion is the forebrain. So I mentioned before, and this is the green is the hindbrain, and this a little portion is the midbrain, and these are the called meningitis. Okay, meningitis. Okay, meningitis. So we will talk about the meningitis in later lectures, and it's a little function about it. So see you next time. Please subscribe to our channel that you receive more of my videos.